everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today I'm on campus in Princeton, New Jersey, but we have an ICG Henning nickel unboxing, a really interesting program and some pretty valuable coins, so I'm excited to see how he did. I sent in 2 of these nickels. We'll be unveiling them, and I'll also have some thoughts on the company itself, so let's get right into this unboxing and see what our grades are. And here we have our box from ICG. Should be 2 coins inside, the Henning nickels. I'll go over a little bit about what I think ICG is special for and why it's a great idea that they're doing this. I'm also excited to uncover the grades. Let's crack this box open. And here is the contents of the package. I like the old school newspaper style packing. Looks like a submission form if I want to do it again. They don't have an online submission form, but it was really easy to do so. And then I assume this is like the results, so I'm not going to unveil that because I want to see the grades themselves as well as give you an opportunity. But we see the yellow label. That's one of the special features for these Henning nickels. Now, these are actually counterfeits, but they are contemporary counterfeits. They're sort of rare counterfeits, and the main thing on the most commonly found Henning nickel, which was in 1944, is that they're too heavy. But more than that, 5.4 grams instead of the official 5 grams. They don't have a large mint mark above Monticello because they're not the right composition. These are non-silver. They're not the 35% adjusted silver wartime composition, and instead a normal nickel composition. So really cool. I'm going to crack this open and make sure that you can't see the grades. I'm not going to look at them myself and will predict them, but I think most of these come back in the sort of VG8, VG10 range. So I just think that grading these, I spent $51, I believe, in total between shipping it down, paying for insurance back, and the whole process, and I felt like that was a really fair price to be paying. Okay, so here we have the 2 coins, and I just, again, I'm really enjoying that they are doing these labels. Here you can say, or you can see it says, Falsification, Fälschung, which is in German, fake or faux in French. So they're really acknowledging that these are not real coins. They're not trying to pass it off. In terms of the diagnostic, now it's quite obvious, but there's going to be no mint mark. You can also see it should appear on both coins, but one telltale one is going to be the die crack that runs from Monticello to the top. I'm not seeing it come up quite as clearly on the other one, but then you can also see by the R, there's sort of a big depression in the R, and that also holds true for this one. But I think so far, which one looks better? I feel like this one's in a little nicer condition. Certainly has a few less hits on it. But I've seen that these have been going, and this is the most common date for like $250 or so graded on eBay and like $120 ungraded. So, I think that's, it's the right move to do with these. Now, they also do slab some of the other dates like 1939, 1946, 1953, and I think that there's like 1 or 2 other years, maybe 1947, I think. But in terms of the grade, wall, unveil this. But what I was going to say, this is a normal ICG slab, so it's very clearly, right here, it's the ICG guarantee. They're not trying to pass this off as a real coin or anything. Here's the difference. But I'll let you have a close look at the Obverse. I'm going to predict that this comes back an 8, and that's what the front looks like. But it's going to be VG10. Okay, nice. So that's a little bit better than some of the graded examples that I've seen. And maybe the one on the right will come back fine 12, which would be great. But I just think that the overall idea of them also, ICG, it's allowed on eBay. It's the 4th grading company that is sort of considered legitimate. I think obviously the premiums for their coins are lower than PCGS is the top, then NGC, then ANAX. ANAX does a good job of different variety attribution, and then like SEGs is not allowed on eBay. They're often overgrading coins, but they do a nice job of trying to innovate. They have on the top of the slab, they have the information in a way that no other slab does it. Same thing here. They're willing to really go in depth and attribute pretty obscure varieties. So there's always something that you can do to sort of differentiate, and I really like, from a business perspective, a strategy, ICG doing this. I think it would be cool if they, maybe tried to do something similar with some of the commemorative bust half counterfeits, or other well-known counterfeit issues. I think that would be an interesting project, just finding different ways to do, take on a special project, make a name for themselves, and have a pretty quick turnaround time and smooth process, low fees. Really like it. So that's just my comment there. Let's take a look at this one a little bit closer. If that one was a 10, I think that this one will also be either a 10 or, maybe, I think it'll also be a 10. Let's see what it is. And it is the VG10. So like I said, I haven't seen many outside of the VG8 and VG10 grades. I think that this is a really good result. And it makes them, I think if I was buying one off of eBay, a lot of people might market them, and you're not totally sure if it is in fact, a fake, or if it's like a fake of a fake. And certainly on the 1939 or 46, 47, 53, those would also be helpful to have in the holders, slabbed up. But I think that those other dates also don't have as obviously, sort of discrepancies with their weights. That's more of die markers, how the coin looks overall. These ones are much clearer, just being that they have the 1944 with no mint mark. But so cool, fun to think about this coin history, and hope that you enjoyed checking out this unboxing. If I ever get a bunch more Henning nickels, I know where to send them, and I'll be on the lookout from other special programs from ICG if that happens. Thanks for watching the video. I'd encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. I've also got Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can follow me there. TreasureTownYT.com is the main channel website. Definitely give that a visit. I've got a lot of information about me up there and the channel. CoinGrabBag.com as well currently redirects there, but it's some good opportunities for very fair grab bags, both made by me and other sellers. A lot of different options, so that's a good way to support. There's also TreasureTownCoins.com. In the future, my coin dealing operation will be done out of that website. CoinMeltPrice.com for updates on the melt prices of your coins, both US and world. A lot of resources in that website. And then CoinsMetalsCards.com, being developed right now as a marketplace and news source for coins, metals, cards, and collectibles in general. So I'll see you on my future videos. Looking forward to seeing you there, and hope you have a good day.